Hey man, this is a message specifically to you. Don't know if you know it or not, but June is Men's Mental Health Month. Probably you didn't. It's not something that's being talked about in common circles, particularly in men's leadership circles. Men's Mental Health Month. Why do we have it? There's a lot to celebrate in June, and yet we interject Men's Mental Health Month into the middle of it. Well, one, Father's Day is coming up, and that's certainly a focus on the role that men play in our society. But two is it's also one of the times of the year when men's mental health starts to slip the most. The middle of the year, the middle of your fiscal year, maybe the middle of your budgeting cycle. Things aren't going exactly as you had hoped, and you see that there might not be much hope at the end of it. When men lose hope and men lose vision, they can get into a bad spot. But let me give you some staggering statistics about men who lose their hope. There are approximately 132 suicides a day in our country. Of those, the largest population happens to be midlife white men. About 69.7% of those suicides in 2021 happen to fall in that demographic. In fact, men are 4 times more likely to opt to end their life than women. Now, why? I don't know the reason why, but I do know what it's like to be a man and what it's like to be a leader. And I know that at sometimes it's not been comfortable to learn and to share my emotion. It's been one of those things that we're not really conditioned to do. We didn't grow up in an environment where that was safe, probably where it wasn't modeled, and sometimes where it wasn't even encouraged or made a safe spot for us. Maybe often we just like to go it alone. We just like to believe that we are strong enough and smart enough to get ourselves out of any jam until we can't. And then we believe we are all alone. The false belief that you're all alone is one of the most isolating places when you realize maybe there really isn't someone that I can call at 2 a.m. when I need help, or maybe there really isn't somebody else who will understand the depth of my decision or the depth of my concern. Maybe you don't quite understand the confluence of those two things, how your emotions are bubbling up, and maybe you realize that there aren't a lot of other people that have those emotions because you've not talked about it. This is the danger that I see man leaders specifically getting. We like to put our shoulder to the plow, we like to put our fingers to the grindstone, and we just like to get stuff done. In your environment, as you're leading large organizations and large teams of people, you've got a lot of responsibility. And with that responsibility comes a lot of pressure. You make one good decision, many people benefit. You make one bad decision, many lives and many families are affected. With that burden of leadership can come great responsibility and great concern, but it can also come with a great cost. So men, here's my wish for you, is that you'll realize you are no longer alone. There is no longer any bravado in manning up or not sharing your emotion. There no longer is a reason for you to say, I don't understand what is going on, because there's an abundance of help out there for you, whether it be mental health help or even life visioning or goal setting or goal clarity help that coaches can provide. It's your ability to reach out and to know yourself and to know what you need to keep yourself mentally and emotionally healthy so that you are able to lead others through mental and emotional struggles themselves. Your biggest role as a leader might be not to get the number at the bottom of the balance sheet or the income statement. In reality, it might be to lead the people towards a more wholesome and abundant life, to help the people in your team go out and carve their place in history, to go out and live their purpose and their legacy. But in order to do that, you first must step through that portal. You must keep yourself to a place of wholesomeness, abundance, full-heartedness, mental and emotional health, so that you can be living your greatest purpose and your greatest impact in this world. It's my hope in this Men's Mental Health Month that you will take the responsible steps that you need to take to keep yourself in that place. If I can help as a coach, great. If there are other coaches in your environment, please reach out to them. If it's the need of a mental health professional, please do that. And tragically, if you've gotten to that place where you realize there is no hope and you're thinking of doing something drastic that will alter you or your family, please make sure that you reach out to the Suicide Prevention Hotline. Together, we can get through this. We wouldn't have to have a Men's Mental Health Month if everybody was feeling healthy and whole. So please, in the midst of all your summertime celebrations, and particularly on this Father's Day weekend, please take time to keep yourself focused, to keep yourself healthy, and to keep yourself whole. Thank you for being here, and thank you for showing up.